any better, please feel free to do that as we go along. I need some help today, so I'm hoping my awesome initial helpers will help me again. Last week in Sunday school, the kids were trying to teach me how to play hide and seek, but I wasn't very good at it and I didn't follow directions very well. So we were talking about how sometimes in life we're hiding from God and God is always trying to seek us. Sometimes we're hiding really well, sometimes not so well, but God never gives up pursuing us and inviting us into God's life. So today, I thought maybe we'd play a game that I actually might be good at. So I was thinking about follow the leader. So who knows how to play follow the leader? You do? You do? You do? Yes? Okay, we have a few people. Who does not know how to play follow the leader? Oh my gosh, we have people who don't know how to play.
I haven't played in years, so I don't know.
There we go. Okay, so how do we play follow the leader? Yes.
To follow the person in the front of the line.
Yes, come up and say that as loud as you can to all these folks. Stand right with me.
You have to follow the person what they're doing in the front of the line.
Okay, so there's someone in the front of the line, and then there's people behind them that have to follow what they're doing. Okay, so if I understand, you need a leader, and you need some followers. Okay. So, should we invite some people to play with us? Awesome. Would you like to be the leader?
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, so we have our leader. So now we need some followers. Who would like to be a follower? Come on up. If you want to be a follower, just come on up. Come on up. I want to be a follower. And what we're going to do, since we have some room, why don't you lead us up and around and back down so we end here. And we'll follow you and do what you do on our way here. How does that sound? All right, let's do it. Okay, leader, lead the way. Oh, no?
He's out.
What else are you doing? Jumping, bouncing up and down.
Skipping.
Just a second. So that was super fun being a follower of such a great leader. Thank you. And I was thinking, we have all kinds of leaders in our life. Who would be a leader in your life? Who can you think of that leads you? Yes. Your mom, absolutely.
Me.
You?
Yes.
Excellent. Who else? Who else do we follow? You do. You need to be able to lead your life, don't you?
Absolutely.
God. Absolutely. So what makes a good leader? What makes somebody that we want to follow? What are they doing that makes them a leader? That's a hard one. Okay, what should they be doing if they're a leader? Yes.
Being nice.
Being nice, having compassion and love and grace. Absolutely. What else does a leader need to be able to do? Yes.
Have courage.
Have courage. Absolutely. A leader must be courageous. What else does a leader have to do? I'm so sorry.
I guess they just have to guide people to the correct, they have to guide people to where, I don't know what to say.
Where they need to be going? Exactly. That's exactly what leaders do. Leaders guide us to where we need to be going. What else do they do?
Follow the rules.
Generally, leaders follow the rules. Sometimes they have to break the rules to be a good and effective leader. Depends on the rules, I guess, and who set the rules, and who the leader is. But I want to follow up on what Ava was saying. When we're
There's
being
enough caveats there
guided
to
by a
cover it.
good leader, they are equipping us and teaching us to be able to do what we need to be able to do what we are being called to do. Because we're always being called into new jobs and tasks. So say, for instance, a leader in your life is a coach. Who here plays a sport? What do you play? Soccer?
Tennis court.
What do you play? You don't remember? Okay. So you have a coach in soccer, and what do? They teach you cool moves so you can get out there and you can do your thing. And that's what a leader is supposed to do. So, thinking about our gospel reading for today, did you hear of a leader in our story today? When I was holding up that big red book, did you hear anything about a leader? No. Well, maybe we should tell the story again. Yeah, but not the way I did, because you never want to do that twice. But do we have anyone who would be Simon? I need a Simon. I need an Andrew. I need a James. And I need a John. Hello, John. John's out there. Oh, there's John. All right. So Simon, Andrew, John, and James. Okay? This is who you are now. So just to give you a little heads up, you're fishermen. Okay? And Andrew and James are the first fishermen we're going to come to. Simon and Andrew are the first fishermen we're going to come to, and James and John are the second. So James and John, if you want to hang out over here doing your fishing thing, all right, so I almost poked my eye out earlier. I'm not a good fisherman. So, all right, so if you ladies could get your net. So what was happening is, remember John the Baptist baptized Jesus, and now Jesus was ready to do his work. Excuse me. So John got arrested and put in jail, and John was going about and teaching everybody all the good news about what Jesus was going to do. But now he was in jail and he couldn't teach anymore. So Jesus was walking along and he was teaching, and he sees Simon and Andrew who have their fishing net, and they're throwing it and catching fish. Throw it out there. Throw it out there. Now they're catching their fish. And this is very important. Do you know why this is important? This is their job. This is how they feed themselves. This is how they feed their family. And Jesus is just walking along, and he's talking and he's teaching. He's like, Simon, Andrew, stop fishing. Come and follow me. And do you know what they did? What did they do? Followed him. They immediately dropped their net. Just drop it. Just drop it like it wasn't even important, and they followed him. Excellent. You guys can have a seat right there. So then, James and John, they were sitting in their boat. They'd been fishing, and they had their net. I'm going to get stuck in the net. So, Jesus is walking along, and James and John, they're fixing the net. Because it's very important that your net is fully complete so you can catch fish. So they were sitting there and they were working really hard, and they were fixing it, and they were fixing it. And Jesus walks along and he says, James and John, drop your net and follow me. And immediately they dropped their net and they followed him. And Jesus said, you were fishermen. You were fishermen. I'm going to help you fish for people. What? What does that mean?
That
What's that mean, James and John? Why would you drop your net to fish for people?
Pull in 4 more followers.
Pull in more followers. Exactly. Exactly. Why do you think Jesus picked James and John? Take smarts to be exactly a whole book. A whole book. So God was saying, I'm going to use these nets. We're going to catch us some people, and we're going to make more followers. Because it takes lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of folks to spread the good news. So technically, all of us are disciples. What's a disciple?
Follower of Christ.
Follower of Christ. Yes.
People.
And people. Disciples are people who chose to drop everything immediately and follow God. And it's not easy. It's great. Some days it doesn't feel so great because some days you don't know what's going to happen next. But it's good. And we have so much good news to share. And we learn more good news by reading our Bible, studying our Bible, meeting together and worshiping God and talking about God and fellowshipping together. And you notice Jesus didn't sit. Did Jesus sit in this story at any point? No. What was he doing?
Standing.
He was standing. He was walking. He was gathering people. Jesus walked into the neighborhoods. He went to people's work sites. He went where the people were, and he shared the good news of God. And he said, come and follow me. And they immediately did. So our challenge this week is to drop what we think we're doing that may not be of God and listen again to God and what God might be calling us to do to spread the good news. Amen?
Amen.
One more thing, because I always have one more thing. If you would like, we have footprints that say, come and follow me. And if you would like to take one and draw a picture on it, write in words on it, something that you think God has been calling you to do, and you've been waiting for that courage and that leader to come and show you the way, take one of these, draw it, write it, put it on your fridge, pray over it, see what happens in your life. Now, amen.
Amen.
Amen.